Vice President Sara Duterte's finances came under scrutiny in a marathon hearing at the House today. The Committee on Justice resumed impeachment proceedings and found literally a wealth of information. Billions in bank transactions shared between the VP and her husband. Questions were also raised on why Duterte stopped declaring liquid assets in her SALNs since 2019. The big story tonight from Mobile Journal, Amy Atienza.
Let the evidence speak. Let the numbers testify. Let the chips fall where they may. Justice Committee Chairperson Jervy Luistro gave this statement as the House panel opened the third hearing on Vice President Sara Duterte's impeachment case. Wednesday's session centered on the VP's wealth from her statement of assets, liabilities, and net worth or SALNs and other financial documents. The paper trail did reveal staggering numbers, a whopping 6.77 billion pesos in bank transactions. The amount reported by banks to the Anti-Money Laundering Council from 2006 to 2025 passed through VP Duterte's accounts and those of her husband's Mans Carpio. AMLAC Executive Director Ronel Buenaventura presented the data under subpoena. Of the total reported transactions, 4.4 billion pesos flowed into the Duterte couple's accounts, 3.77 billion pesos in Vice President Sara's accounts, and 2.99 billion pesos worth of transactions under the name of Attorney Carpio. The data came from 630 covered transaction reports and 33 so-called suspicious transaction reports that banks are required to file with the council. Covered transactions are those with amounts above 500,000 pesos, and suspicious transactions are reported regardless of amount. While the transactions are not irregular on their own, House lawmakers said they become questionable when compared with Duterte's wealth declarations. For 6 straight years, Sara did not list cash on hand and did not declare any money in the bank.
Kahit 5 po?
Wala pong nakalagay, Your Honor.
Hindi wow.
While VP Duterte's bank account showed billions in movement, her SALN showed she only had a peak net worth of 88.5 million pesos and zero declared cash from 2019 to 2024.
Sa 2024 SALN po, nakalagay na net worth nila ay 88 million lamang. Bilyonaryo pala sila. Sabi nga po ng isang wise man from the 3rd District of Manila kanina, di wow. Ang sabi naman po ng bakla na akbayan, sila na.
The SALNs presented by the Office of the Ombudsman also showed how the Vice President's net worth grew. From 2007 to 2012, Duterte declared cash on hand and in bank ranging from 2 million to 4.32 million pesos. From 2016 to 2018, the figure was around 3.75 million. Then from 2019 onwards, Duterte stopped declaring cash on hand altogether, even as her declared net worth kept climbing from 55.6 million to 88.5 million pesos by 2024.
At makikita po natin dito na kahit mag-usap po tayo sa total transactions, mag-usap po tayo sa total inflows, kahit mag-usap po tayo doon sa total investment activities ng ating pong pangalawang Pangulo on her transactions, hindi ho magbabangga doon po sa kabuuan ng kanya pong net worth at 88 million at doon po sa mas maliit pa nga na mga net worth in a previous reporting.
Ang nakakapagtaka po, Madam Chair, para yatang hindi nagtutugma yung kwento sa kwenta.
In the middle of the hearing, Sagip Party List Representative Paulo Marcoleta questioned the release by AMLAC of the VP's financial data. Marcoleta stressed that sensitive bank data should not be made public without a court order. But to stay within the country's bank secrecy laws, the Justice Committee subpoenaed the AMLAC's reports rather than the bank records directly.
Iba po yung exception sa court order sa exception in cases of impeachment. And I believe that the reason is very clear because we are here speaking of accountability of public officers.
Aside from the 33 suspicious transactions, AMLAC also revealed that they received 44 confidential reports from banks from 2017 to 2026 related to transactions allegedly linked to drug trafficking, graft and corrupt practices, and malversation of public funds. This apparently is related to what emerged in the hearing of the Quad Committee on the drug war of former President Rodrigo Duterte and the alleged involvement of VP Duterte's husband, Mans, in the 6.4 billion peso shabu importation in 2017. Meantime, the House also summoned Sonny Trillanes. The committee asked Trillanes about his allegations of the unexplained wealth of the Dutertes, which the former senator said came from drug lords.
Ang kopya ng summary ng mga transaksyon sa bangko na nagpapakita ng mga payout ng kilalang drug lord na si Sammy Uy, kina Sara Duterte at sa mga malalapit na miyembro ng kanyang pamilya ay kalakip dito at ginawang bahagi ng salaysay na ito bilang Annex I. Si Sammy Uy ay isang kilalang political contributor ni Rodrigo Duterte at kilalang kasama o kasosyo ni Michael Yap.
Trillanes claimed the amount reached 2.4 billion pesos from 2003 to 2016. He even has evidence of transactions involving other members of the Duterte family.
Bukod sa mga dokumentong may kaugnayan sa mga accounts ni Rodrigo Duterte, binigyan din ako ni Ginoong Dimesa ng mga dokumentong nagpapakita ng mga bank accounts at bank transactions ng mga anak, manugang at common law wife ni Duterte na sina Sara Duterte, Paulo Pulong Duterte, Sebastian Baste Duterte, Maneses Manscarpio, Celito Hanilet Abansenya, kasama ang kanyang anak na si Veronica Kitty Duterte.
VP Duterte again skipped the impeachment proceedings, and a response from her defense team was not immediately available. Duterte has now been absent from all 3 impeachment hearings since the Justice Committee began proceedings on April 14. Kapatid Amy Atienza, we are One News.